Guys, this is some practice problems that you're having to go over. This is number 51. If you need it, we're going to go over some. I'm going to go over some of these practice problems. Sorry, I can't talk today. And we're just going to go over some of them so that you can make sure that you're getting the right answer. So I'm going to go over number 1. I will go over number 3. Okay. I'll go over number 5 and 9 and 10. Okay. And then I'll go over 11 and 12. And then we can look at 21 and 22 together. Okay. So we'll start from the top. I'm going to go over these problems just so you can have an idea of how to do them if you're not sure still. So again, you're looking at the equation of the graph in slope-intercept form. So for slope-intercept form, we need the slope and we need the intercept. So we need the slope and we need the y-intercept. Okay? And it's going to be y equals something x plus or minus something else. Okay? So, slope here, you can see it's going from left to right. It's downhill, so it's going to be negative. Rise over run. Okay? So that's going to be how far up or down divided by how far right. So here we have to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then how far right we have to go is just 2. So negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. And then for the y-intercept, we're going to count how far up or down you have to go from the origin in order to get to the point that hits the y-axis. So here's the origin. We have to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Since we're going up, it's positive. So b is 4. So we have, I keep pushing that button, sorry guys. Y equals m is negative 3, x plus b is 4. Okay? So we have y equals mx plus b. That's what we're doing. Except for 3 and 4, you can see that these are either horizontal or vertical lines. We said in the last one, the notes, sorry, before this one, that if it is horizontal, which this one is, then it is going to be y equals some number. Okay? So we have to look at where the intercept is, so we're going to go down. So it's going to be negative, and it goes down 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's all it is. And then this one's going to be x equals something. And again, you just count how far over you have to go until you meet the line from the origin. Okay? So now we're going to convert these equations from standard form into slope-intercept form. So again, we're looking for y equals something times x plus or minus some other number. So we have to solve for y. Get the x on the other side first. We'll subtract 2x. That's going to cancel, giving us negative y equals, I'm going to do the 2x first, negative 2x. I'm going to keep the minus 7. We're divided by negative 1. That's the coefficient on y, whatever being multiplied by y. And that's just going to change the sign on all of them, giving us y equals positive 2x plus 7. Okay, so we have y equals something times x plus another number. And that's all we're trying to get to. So I'm going to do number 9. Again, we need the x term on the other side, so we'll subtract 8x on both sides. That's going to cancel out, leaving us with negative 10y on this side. I'm going to do the x term first. We still have this plus 20. Now we're going to divide everything by the coefficient on y, which is negative 10, giving us that y is equal to, they're both negatives. 8 divided by 10 is the same as 4 over 5. The x is still there. And then 20 divided by negative 10 is just going to be a negative 2. Okay? So again, you're trying to solve for y, and you want it in the form of the x term first on the other side. So we'll subtract 14x on this side, on both sides, sorry. So it's going to leave us with this 6y on this side. We're going to leave the 14x first, and then this 36 is still here. And now we have to divide everything by 6 in order to get y equals. Okay? So this is going to give us negative 7 over 3x. Okay, so if we simplify this, and then that's going to be positive 6. So here we go. We have y equals negative 7 over 3x plus 6 is what you're going to get. Now we're going to look at these and determine whether they're parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So we need to look at the slope. So we must find slope on these. The goal is to find the slope. So again, we want it in y equals mx plus b. And then if we have it in this form, whatever is being multiplied by x is going to be the slope. So y equals mx plus b. It's already in that form, you can see. So what we're looking for is this m that's being multiplied by x. And so the slope of the first line is m sub 1, is negative 3. And then this one looks like it is also in this form already. So whatever is being multiplied by x here is going to be m sub 2. So the slope of the second line is positive 1 over 3. Okay, so they're not the same. If you look at the flow chart, they're not the same, so they're not parallel. If we take the first one, we change the sign, so we make it positive, and we flip it, flip the fraction. Instead of 3 over 1, we get 1 over 3. So positive 1/3, we do get the other one, and so these lines are perpendicular. So determine the slopes using this form, y equals mx plus b. Whatever is being multiplied by x, if it's in that form, is the slope. Determine whether they're the same, negative reciprocals to one another, or whether they're neither. So if we look at these two, we can see, that these are, once again, in y equals mx plus b already. Thank goodness. Okay, so again, we're looking at the m. So the first line is going to be 5 over 4 is the slope. And the second line, once again, is 5 over 4. Since they are the same slope, the two lines are parallel to one another. Okay, I want you to try the rest of those ones, but I'm going to go ahead and look at 22 and 23. 21 and 22. 21, it says which line is parallel to the line shown on the graph? Parallel means we need same slope. Okay, so the slope on the graph is negative. You can see from left to right it's going downhill, and it's rise over 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over, right? We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 5 over 4. Now on another sheet of paper, I want you to take each of these and change them into point-intercept form. Okay? Slope-intercept form. So we're going to have, I'll do the first one for you. We're going to ignore number 19 up here. We're going to do A. That's not the answer. Sorry, I don't know if it is or not. But if we look at A, we have 4x. So I'm going to say it's A. 4x plus 5y equals negative 10. Okay, so we're going to solve for y. We'll get the 4x on the other side, giving us 5y equals negative 4x minus 10. Divide everything by 5. Okay, gives us y equals negative 4 over 5, x minus 2. Okay, so this is the slope. We want it to have the same slope as this one. So on this one, negative 5 over 4 is not the same as negative 4 over 5, so it's not going to be A. So go ahead and determine the other ones, figure out the slope of those, and determine whether they're parallel or perpendicular. Okay? This one, we want it to be perpendicular. So if they have the same slope, whichever one has the same slope once you do it this way, then that's going to be your answer. Next one's asking for perpendicular. So the slope on the line is, again, negative from left to right. It's going downward. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. divided by 1, 2, 3, which is the same as -2. Okay, but it needs to be perpendicular to this. So instead of -2 over 1, we're going to change the sign. We're going to make it positive. So the one we're looking for is positive instead of 2 over 1. It's 1/2. Okay, so I will look at A for you. So it's x plus 2y equals -14. Okay, I'll subtract x to the other side, leaving me 2y equals -x minus 14. And then if we divide by 2, we're going to get that y is equal to -1/2 x minus 7. -1/2 is the slope. It is not the same as the one we're looking for, so A is not the answer. Okay, so do the rest of them and determine which of these answers is correct, which of these is going to give you a slope of 1/2. Okay, so I hope you guys understand these a little better. I hope this helped. I will see you guys later. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a good day.